In this section, we are going to be looking at the closing skills. Following our last episode, we were looking at how to close a sale. So I'm going to be talking about some skills. There's no direct method to closing. You just have to kind of practice it and get better at it. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is you have to be direct and be persistent. Being direct and being persistent. I'm not saying that you should force your lead to make a purchase, but try to follow their cue and be persistent. Let me give you an example. Let's say you wanted to close a sale for someone to buy a certain product. Let's say you are selling a book. One of the things that you can do is you just have to say, oh, when do you want to, should I just send you an invoice for this book? Be direct about it, because depending on your approach to your lead, that will determine whether they will take that action, because what you are looking for is for them to take that sales action, that action that is needed. So ask them, oh, is it okay if I just just send you an invoice for this and just send the book to you? And of course, maybe book is not a very good example, because nowadays you can do all those sales online that can be done by themselves, the checkout. But in this case, we are a service company and we call them, make phone calls, follow up, and hoping that they will make the sale. So the first thing is be persistent, be direct, and ask for a booking. Be direct with them. And the second one is be assumptive. So assume that they actually want to buy. So don't give in. When you have the opportunity to speak with a lead, or you have opportunity to exchange SMS messages or email messages with a lead, you need to make sure that you make it easy for them to be sure that they are making the right decision. They are making the right decision. The sales decision that they are making is the right decision for them. Because remember, as they are checking you out, they are also checking out your competitors. And depending on how good they feel about you, that will determine whether they will make a sale decision and they will buy from you or they will not buy from you. So you want to make them to be at ease, but be assumptive. So you can just say, hey, we have got, okay, I've been talking, okay, I'll just, book this for you and just send you an invoice for this, or I can just make the booking for you. And how do you want to pay for this? So you want to be assumptive. You want to assume that they are making that purchase. So of course you might have a pushback from them, and they might say, no, I'm not, I don't think, I just want to think about it. That leads us to the next technique, which is ask questions. Ask them a question. What is causing that pushback? Why don't they want to make that purchase right now? Could it be the pricing, or maybe the timing is not right, or is there any other reason for them? Oftentimes they might tell you. Some other times they might just dodge the question altogether. All right. So ask them question. Oh, Mr. A, why don't you want to make the sales purchase at this time? Is there anything I can do to maybe make you change your mind? Or could it be the price, or maybe it's not within your budget? Something like that. Oftentimes they might respond that we don't think the time is right now. But I want you to know that most of the time, if they give you like a reason, those reasons are usually not correct. So you have to be able to read through the lines. Okay? And then the next one I want to talk about is give them an offer. Give them an offer, promote your product or service. offer a discount, offer a free trial or a test, offer flexibility, give them a reason to want to take an action. All right? And the next one is give them a sense of urgency or scarcity. They are two different things. If you give them a source of urgency that, okay, maybe the deal is going to go off the table if they don't buy right now. So that might prompt them to make a decision. It doesn't really mean that that technique is going to, work all the time, but it might work with some customers. Or give them a sense that of scarcity. Because when people know that they can always register at any time, or they can always do something at any time, there's no scarcity, there's no sense of urgency. Therefore, there's no reason for them to take action. Unless they really, 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 really need it and want it at this time. Okay? The last one I want to talk about, which I have been observing personally, is eliminate the price barrier. Try your best to eliminate the price barrier. That means that you and your company must have done your homework as regards to pricing of your service or your product. Your product must be competitive. Remember, some of the biggest commerce companies like Walmart, Amazon, and all of them, they always say, oh, we will match the price of our competitors. So long as a client can give them a proof that a competitor can sell product X at an X price, they would go and match it. So you need to also find a way to make sure you have done your homework so that price is not a barrier. Because the moment they show interest and all of them are beginning to tell you, oh, we don't think that is within the budget right now, we don't think we want to do that right now, it only shows you one thing, that they feel like it is too pricey. So maybe you can adjust it. Let's say, for example, maybe you are selling a particular service for 1 hour for, let's say, $199. And how about you change it to 40 minutes and then you offer it for 99? It might sell better. So just find something that works. All right? So in a nutshell, we have different techniques of closing a sale. The most important thing is that don't forget to follow up your lead, and the first 24 to 48 hours probably the best time to get the attention of your lead and try to close your sale. Closing is the last part of actually bringing in the dollar, which is the most important part. And you must make certain that you try your best to close it by following different techniques and trying to, be psychologically ready to close the sale. All right. If you have any question, let us know.